Good day, everybody. Hope you're doing all right. So you probably saw the thumbnail, probably saw the title, bit surprised, but yeah, Sandbox has skins now. I didn't even know about this. I had to have someone like turn up to one of my streams and say, "Hey, what do you think about those skins?" I was like, "Sandbox skins? Ah, you fool! Still being worked on. It's not going to be ready for another couple of years potentially." No, they've actually introduced skins now. So that's what the video is going to basically be going over. What's currently there, what to expect, and potentially a good insight for what's going to happen in the future from here and now. So why don't we showcase to you when I was first informed about the skins and my reaction to them. Looks very pretty. Role players are going to love that. Oh yes, indeed they are. Will you be investing in Sandbox skins? Mate, Sandbox being released is going to take a much longer time than you realise, but first limited ones were released in December. What? It's already happened? Are they on Steam? Really? That's new to me. I didn't realise they had skins. Let's go take a look. I did not realise this. Interesting. Interesting. What the? What the? A hard hat? That money? You for what? The most recent sale was that price. What the? Okay. Okay. How'd you get these skins? I am surprised. I didn't know. $1,800 for a hat. Who would do that? In-game client shop. So is it like Rustor? We just straight up buy things like this. That's new to me. I guess I have to go give that a good look now. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't think anything like that's going to kick off until they actually properly release, and then we have to see, does it compare? Does it fare well against Roblox? Yes, I know Gmod appeared before Roblox and whatnot. I know. But still, Roblox is like the big thing to compete with. Then again, you could also maybe consider Fortnite now for its creative mode. So yeah, right, we'll see. But it needs the player count. It needs the proper release. We have to wait and see what happens next, all right? So in the moment, when I first saw these skins, I was pretty exasperated, I guess you could say. But, you know, I was shocked. Didn't even realise this was a thing, and already we're seeing something pretty valuable. So what gives? Why is that listed at such a high price? Well, it turns out, with the initial batch of the first Sandbox cosmetics, this and this were removed. They were the first limited skins in the game, and who knows if they'll ever be brought back again. Can't confirm right now because we don't fully know all the details. But yeah, they could very likely never ever be brought back ever again, and well, how many of those actually exist in the game now? And just to point out, these only sold for like a few dollars, so I'm sure some people bought them, and they very likely have something pretty valuable now, because for a game that doesn't even have that many people currently playing it right now, that is already proven to be a little bit popular. Oh yes, indeed, this one too. But I'm not joking, Sandbox isn't officially properly out yet. If I were to go to the Steam D page, you can see there's only 101 people playing at the moment. If you don't fully understand, it's, well, currently in the process of being, like, fully finished. You can go ahead and get involved and play it yourself, but you have to go through a bit of a process and being able to get that all set up. So if I could just quickly show you, if you were to type in Sandbox in Google, you can see that there's the main website for it, but you can go to Join Developer Preview. Now, to make things a lot more faster for yourself, go onto Steam, sign in onto an account that you want to have the Sandbox on, the Sandbox game of course, and when you go to this Developer Preview, make sure you're signed in, or you might have to just click login on here just to be 100% sure, so I'll do that right now. There you go. And like so, ta-da. But I already have it downloaded. I've already got myself involved. So what would happen is when you're logged in, you would then click this picture over to here, and then, yep, that's it. It'll be linked to your account. You'll then be able to go onto Steam itself with the, as you can see over to here, and you'll be able to download it and play it. And here we are. So, as I said, the hard hat, the apron, you just go over to the store right now and you'll see they are no longer there whatsoever. So, are you surprised that they're kind of expensive right now? Well, personally, I am, because, well, not everybody is fully aware that Sandbox is even a thing, just being brutally honest. But now we have to question, if Sandbox does come out to a lot of fanfare and a lot of people do jump in and play it a lot, considering, it's like the spiritual sequel to Gmod, potentially it could conquer, Roblox and take its place. But if it does prove to be popular, and we never see the hard hat and the apron ever being brought back, how valuable do you reckon they might eventually become? What we are basically looking at is the beginnings of a brand new economy on Steam. And as you are probably well aware, there's only a few that have actually worked out quite nicely over the past few years. Pretty much all the Valve games, well, except Artifact, but point still remains. But yeah, out of TF2, Counter-Strike, Dota, not many economies worked out as nicely compared to Rust, for example. Now, Rust over the past few years has done a very good job of becoming quite a nice economy in which lots of people are always actively wanting the skins, buying the skins, selling the skins. I'm sure you'd know. Go look at all my other YouTube videos, for example. So, obviously, there's the beginnings of something very interesting here, but there's another interesting little detail. Do you notice this clothing? See this clothing right here that I'm wearing? Turns out, on the day that I found out about all these s&box skins, there was some Santa clothing available in the store as well. And if I could just quickly hop out of here, turns out that was set to be limited as well. It was quite literally called the Santa 2024 set, and they had the full intention of only having it available for a certain period of time, and then gone. So it's not just the hard hat, it's not just the apron, it's also that Santa clothing. Now, potentially in the future, we might very likely see a Santa 2025 set, maybe a 2026 set, 2027. But that straight up appears to be something that was only available for a period of time when hardly anyone was playing. And well, again, if this does release and does become very, 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 very popular, what do you reckon is going to become of that Santa clothing set? Oh, the hard hat is no longer for sale. Oh, there you go, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they probably rotate some things in the future. The Santa stuff is... yeah. How much is the Santa stuff altogether then? $65? Is that it? I guess that explains the price. I'm just like, will they just re-release it next year? Santa trousers 2024, Santa 2024 hat, Santa 2024 jacket. I mean, it does imply... it does imply that they'll probably change it in the future. It does imply that, doesn't it? I could buy all of that and not worry. I really do hope it works out quite nicely in the future. I honestly did not know. I honestly did not know, and I am very grateful that you pointed that out, Mr. Fructoise. But I feel like the Christmas one, I feel like the Santa ones are going to probably be the look. If it works out nicely in the further future, and the game is relatively popular, I do think those skins would be worth a fair bit of money. And the fact that it says 2024 definitely implies to me that it won't be brought back again. Or at least the ones in the future will be referred to as 2025 or 2026. So, that's why I'm like, we know what? Okay, maybe I'll go buy like 10 of each or something. Just hold on to them, see what happens. Oh, s&box is never that popular. And, alright, I made a ton of money from Rust. Sometimes you take a risk and it doesn't work out well. Fair enough. But, hey, maybe it does work out very nicely and I sell them for $1,000 each. I don't think that'll happen, but I will always remember PUBG. I will always remember PUBG. PUBG, when we've got the first initial, Twitch pack, and I'm talking about 7 years ago. Oh, no, it was later than that, 8 years ago. That initial Twitch pack, there's a pre-order set and a Twitch pack and whatnot. They went insane money. It's not insane anymore, because I do believe they've reintroduced these or something, yeah. That went all the way up to 140. No, that's about 107. That's about $180. $180 back in November 19, 2017. That's how insane it got. But then it did calm down a fair bit and whatnot. Trenchcoat used to be super, super, super valuable. How much is it now? Oh, God. What did you do to your economy?
Very nice people.
They obviously made it so you could buy it or get it in-game again or something. They killed their economy. They removed trading. Therefore, overnight, they completely killed their economy. And, yeah, look at that. From about $700 in November 2017 to, like, $30 today. $25. Weapon case stonks go brr. I remember H1Z1. I invested into H1Z1, but it didn't work out very well. It did not work out very well, no. So, yeah, I'm experienced with Rust at the very least in terms of that, the skins in this. And I can confirm to you the initial batch of Rust skins that we saw, quite a lot of them ended up becoming like evergreen. If you play for a certain amount of time, you get free skins. Yeah, those types of skins. I'm sure you're well aware of them now. The standard shirts and whatnot. So, could these sandbox skins eventually become exactly that? Or are they always going to be completely unique and interesting? Well, we don't know. But from here now, you are aware. And from here now, you can keep an eye on everything. But yeah, I'm not joking. In terms of Rust, I do quite a lot of yapping in regards to that economy, of course. I'd talk more about Counter-Strike and TF2 if I could, but there's only so much content that's put out for that. With Rust, it's every single week. But initially, with Rust skins, the Rust store used to only ever change like every month or two. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is what's going to happen with the sandbox store from here and now. Maybe eventually it follows suit, much like with the Rust store and the same type of behaviour. We'll see. Again, how popular will sandbox be? But with Rust skins, again, I yap about it so much because I'm involved with it. I do a very good job of buying and selling. And just recently, throughout January 2025, I've been making a lot of sales. So that is the reason why I was like, you know what? I'm fine. I've made a lot of profit out of another face punch game, that being Rust, of course. And I was like, I could just go ahead and, go buy a bunch of those brand new items, those brand new cosmetics. And well, here we are. I bought myself a few of these. I also bought a few on another account as well. And I'll just wait and see what happens next, basically. So let's just go ahead and give these a quick look right now. So, yeah, bought a few. I was feeling reasonably optimistic for it in the future. As you can see right now, the bars are starting to climb up because right now I am recording about 2 weeks into February. And yeah, oh look, doesn't even show there. Don't worry, that's Steam. Steam's not exactly perfect at the moment. Yeah, that's broken, cool. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but yeah, I'm pretty confident that's just Steam being a little bit awkward all over again. But yeah, there you go. Well, someone else must have been clued in because he's currently selling 176 of these. But is he smart? Is he smart to sell as many as he can right now, considering that in the future we might be seeing a lot more people? In the future, with you people watching this now, you're probably thinking, "Oh, I want to jump in, but I can't buy that anymore." So they'll probably buy those. But I assure you, that's not me. I know. I only ended up buying 8 different sets of the center stuff. I was happy enough to jump in and buy out all the skins and buy an extra few sets of these. But I don't want to be a little bit too ridiculous. And, of course, I was considering that in the future I would record a video going over this like so. Yeah, you're watching it. But, yeah, it would be a little bit devious if I ended up buying like 1,000 of each piece. But, yeah, that's it. It's no longer available. And from here and now, we just have to wait and see what happens next. So we could probably dedicate some time now. Basically, we had just learned about all of this, and back in January when I first saw these skins, people were watching me as we were going through all of it, but one certain individual kind of jumped ahead a little bit too quickly. He didn't realise you could buy these in-game in Sandbox, and something awkward happened. You just spent £200 on Sandbox skins. What? You can't do that now. I was supposed to be the one to do that. Like I said, I can't guarantee these things are going to be perfectly fine in the future. You know what? I completely forgot you're from England. Right, I'm not seeing it. How's that £200? You didn't buy these from the Steam market, did you? Steve, please tell me you did not buy those from the Steam market. Steve? You know what, Steve? I hope you enjoyed them. Steve, you weren't listening. Steve! Oh no! Steve, why have you only decided to start talking now? They're not discontinued yet. You can buy them in game. You only have to download Sandbox and you can buy them in game. Yeah, Steve, you just bought... Oh, Steve. I hope you enjoy it, Steve. I don't want to look because it's going to hurt him. But I guess I'll look anyway. Oh, Steve. $3.50, $2.50, Oh, Steve. Steve, why didn't you ask before you act? Don't say lol, you f***ed up badly. Go sit in the corner, the shame corner. F***ing hell, Steve. Oh my god. Oh, Steve. have you done? Only a small loss here and there. Buy high, sell low. Well, you're just going to have to hold on to it forever now, mate, and wait and hope and see if it goes up in price to an all-time high, ridiculous price. Oh, Steve. Put that in brackets and mistakes. Oh, now, just take a highlight of the whole portion of the video from... Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve. As Micro put it, $16 worth of skins for $200. Oh, Steve, oh no. So, yeah, see this? Yeah, it's Steve. He was a little bit distraught over what happened, but he could still see the potential with the skins in this game. So he downloaded it and he went ahead and bought a bunch of those Santa skins. And now he has them all listed. So, and, well, you're now aware of all of this. So, if you're curious, feel free to go ahead, download the game, play it for yourself. Buy some of those skins if you so wish. Buy some of those if you want. But you never know how far this could go. Will it ever reach a point where it has over 1 million people playing every single day? I don't know. You probably don't know. We can't foresee that, that far in the future. But you can see the potential with it, I'm sure. And I did say at the very beginning we were going to discuss the future as well. So let's go over to here. There is a s&box blog, and I'll have this linked in the description because, of course, you can see they're talking about like monetization among various other things here. But yeah, this is all written by Gary himself, and if we were to focus the monetization, he discusses how he wants to figure out how he can monetize the game in a sense of, for everyone who contributes and creates content within this, can make games within this, of course. He wants to make it so that those people can get paid. And one method, he says right here, automated algorithm-based system. If your game's very popular, you earn quite a lovely cash sum. But how are they going to get all those funds? Well, they're going to make it work with, the content they have in the store. So all the funds raised from sales of the skins here will then go towards all the people who created games within it. So yeah, as long as people keep buying these cosmetics and whatnot, there'll be more and more money, being handed out to all those people that work on things within this. And that sounds pretty interesting. That's if they do stick with that method. They're probably thinking of various other methods, but that was what was listed. So who knows what's going to be, how they're going to implement it all. But we do have a little sneak peek here of what potentially could be added to the next batch of s&box skins. The next store is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, now you are aware, and what are you going to do from here and now? And if you're curious about, the Steam Workshop, yeah, nothing we can currently see at the moment, but in the future, I'm sure that'll be changed. I'm sure you'll be able to see something eventually. Maybe the game has to properly release for that to, become a little bit more visible. But yeah, that's basically everything. So more things are being made, and it's going to be fairly promoted that, skins will be in that store. All right. So there you go, a new potential economy on Steam, and will it work out ever so nicely? Well, feel free to comment, and feel free to take part. I've shown you how to get the game itself, and it's up to you now if you want to go ahead and play around with everything inside it, and yeah, we'll see how this works. So thank you very much for watching me, I greatly appreciate it. Catch you later, sing goodbye.